Second quarter.
Nagbukas na po ang second quarter of action. Hatid sa atin to ng Motolite. For express and service, call 370-6686. Ito po ang laban ng San Miguel Beermen at Barangay Ginebra San Miguel, coming to you live from inside a smart Araneta Coliseum. Marcelo nagmintis on that jumper. Reed bounces it off. Itong si Brondial to secure the possession.
Chris Lutz, one of those guys that because itong si Arizona Reed is being used at the 3 spot, na bawasan ng minuto. At ang isang malaking bagay doon, iba yung minuto na bawasan din ng tira at ng attempts.
Tabagnot. Tough shot is a miss. Kasama niya si Seg, sina Reyes, Tubid, Reed, and Lutz. Binabantayan sina Johnson, Monfort, Marcelo, Brondial, and Helterbrand. Gumardia naman po sa likod ng mikropono. Katabi natin si Dominic Boy with Miss Apple David patrolling the sidelines. Siyempre kaagapay natin ang buong puwersa ng inyong Sports 5. Reed flips a pass over to Lutz. Nakita si Alex. Dun sa kanto, it is Tubid. And he drains the long one. At insatin niya ng PLDD Devolution turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV.
Fantastic ball movement that time by the San Miguel Beermen. Finding the open guy at the corner. The corner is definitely the hardest part to recover.
Marcelo na libre, hesitates and pulls the trigger. Minsan yung maiksing hesitation na yun, nawawala yung rating mo, no? Reed sa kabila. Akala niya dedire-diretso sa basket si Tubid. Dumiretso pala into the first row.
We always appreciate somebody who sacrifices his body just to be able to get that possession. Ronald Tubid, known for his intensity.
Directly into photographer's row. Good thing, hindi nasaktan doon. Etong si The Fearless. Monfort may tangan, pupunta kay Johnson doon sa kaliwang kanto. Johnson down the middle, barrels into Tubid, puts it off the glass for 2. Ronald Tubid trying to sell na offensive foul daw yun. Referee's not biting.
Oh, so twice na ginawa ni Ronald Tubid. The first one, he was called for a blocking foul. The second time, it was a let go.
Tubid gets it over to Lutz. Arizona di discarte kontra kay Helterbrand. Reed has the heft on him. He goes to Lutz for a long one. Chris Lutz lights it up. Parinzati, the PLDD Devolution turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV.
Only the second three-point shot make of Chris Lutz this conference.
Johnson attacking Tubid once again. It is the Beermen by 7. Johnson naipit, lalabas kay Brondial. One-hander by Rodney is good.
Whenever Orlando Johnson gets the ball dun sa low post, makikita mo sumisikip yung gitna, yung shaded area for Barangay Ginebra. So they'll need to make those cuts or make those outside shots.
Reed against Helterbrand once again. Tutulong pa si Marcelo. They go to Reyes. He puts it on the deck. JR, a variety of moves, loses it on the way up. JJ to Monfort. Back to JJ. Lutz will be whistled for that foul. Japit Aguilar nagbabalik para dito kay Brondial. Helterbrand maglalabas mula doon sa kaliwa. Monfort trying to locate Johnson at the block. Japit is free. Pero this time around, away from play, si Johnson ang napituan ng foul.
Orlando Johnson not really liking yung binibigay sa kanyang depensa ni Ronald Tubid. Tubid, that's what he does. You know, he'll really get in your head to try to derail you from your basketball game.
Might not happen right away. Kanina nga, blocking foul muna siya and then no call. Pero sooner or later, he will get under your skin.
Hindi ka titigilan ni Ronald Tubid.
Lutz with the explosion. Buka tayo nabot kay Marcelo.
Big play by Dave Marcelo, and that's why he was brought in here by Coach Frankie Lim. Not just because of his basketball skills, but because of his toughness.
Catch and shoot. Cabagnot misses. Elterbrand with a board. Monfort pushing it hard to Johnson on the run. Reyes will pick up that personal. Johnson troops to the line for 2 shots. Orlando Johnson averaging close to 40 points and 13 rebounds per ball game. Free throw percentage niya is at 69% as we get this report from Apple.
Perfect timing now that this game na kumpleto ang players ng Ginebra against a very hot SMB. Sabi nga ni Coach Frankie, this is a good test for them as a team. Kung dati daw ang concentration nila panay sa wings, now they have a threat sa post with the Twin Towers. He's fairly happy sa ipinapakita ng kanyang players but he is not satisfied. He wants to see more fluidity and good read mula sa kanyang players. Magu?
I have never met a coach who has ever been satisfied, ever.
Si Coach Tim Cone nga, naka-4 na championship dikit-dikit, di ba rin satisfied, di ba?
You can be happy for the moment.
Yes.
That's about it.
But you're only as good as your last game. Basically, di ba, if your last championship was yesterday, tapos na yun. Diba?
Kahapon masaya ka.
Oo.
Ngayon hindi na. Ganun lang yun, di ba? Part of the job para sa ating mga coaches.
And that's what separates all the great ones because you're never satisfied. You keep on pushing it, keep on going to the next level.
Tandaan natin si Coach Frankie, 4-time champion yan sa NCAA with San Beda. He knows what it takes to get to the top. Johnson on the move. Dalawang mama nakahiga doon. It is Aguilar and Tubit.
Nabagsakan ni Japet Aguilar itong si Ronald Tubid.
As Slaughter checks back in, pinalitan muna itong si Johnson. First rest of the game para dito kay Orlando. Gabi Espinas naman ang ika-counter ni Coach Leo. Pinalitan si Reyes. And for the first time tonight, Sol Mercado is making his way into this game. Nagpapatuloy nga pala po ang pamimigay ng papremyo ng Moneyball Dribble of the People dito sa inyong PBA. 4,000 pesos in cash ang makukuha ng ating best player. Kaya dribblers, makipindot na. Sol Mercado. Munti kang patamaan ni Tubid, kakampi niya. Ganyan Sigo. He was not his usual self. He was a shadow of himself in that game in Dubai. Pero kaya naman pala, binalita sa atin ni Miss Miyaka yun. He was actually battling food poisoning in that contest. Monfort may tanga ng bola. Tatlo ang hinahabol ng Barangay Ginebra. Lutz trying to keep in step with Elterbrand. Pupunta siya kay Mercado. Sol to Japet. Bibigay pa kay Greg for the throwdown.
When you have guys, 2 guys that are over 6'9" and can move as agile as Aguilar and Slaughter, very difficult if they're able to share that basketball.
Lutz from the corner, trying to silence the crowd. It's a miss. Mercado with the leather, but loses it. Junmar to Alex, back to Junmar. Fajardo fakes the pass and buries the 14-footer.
That's what I love about Slaughter and Fajardo. Both these guys have great basketball IQs. Alam mo, meron sila mga ball fake na gano'n. Kung titignan mo about 15-20 years ago, yung mga big men sa PBA, very different. You know, basically, post-to-post lang sila. They cannot really finish the fast break, not too many ball fakes. And that's just the evolution of the big man here in the PBA.
San Miguel on the attack once again. Tatlo abante nila. Fajardo gustong dagdagan. JJ kakalas with his double team. They go to Cabagnot for the long one. No. Mercado to Elterbrand for the running start. Sabi ni JJ, ang dami na rin na nakapula. Monfort is free. Bang!
Eman Monfort, these are the guys that you need to knock down shots when it is given to you wide open. And Eman Monfort just earned a couple more minutes on the floor because of that shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first deadlock of this game. Fajardo is fouled. Is it against Slaughter or Monfort? Looks like it's against Greg Zilla. Tabla sa 30 ang bakbakan natin dito sa loob ng Smart Araneta. Itong Barangay Ginebra has battled back from a deficit of as much as 8. SMB looking to recover the lead. Nice reverse coming from Ross, but an even better pass issued by Reed.
Yeah, I like how Chris Ross is playing this conference because, you know, he's picking his spots. He's aggressive on the offensive end. but not necessarily forcing anything.
Dorian Peña on the floor for the first time para sa Ginebra. Mercado looking for the open man. He goes to Montfort. Doon naman sa kaliwa. This time tumatake sa loob. Mercado. Meron ng foul bago pa makabasa. Mercado nabituan. Tenorio back on. Papalitan na si Montfort as we take a look at this Motolite Express Hatid play of the game. Brought to you by Motolite Express Hatid. For Express Hatid service, call 370-6686. Espinas gets it over to Reed. Arizona over Mercado. Saul will pick it up. Looking to push the action. Daming nakapulang nakapaligid sa kanya. Tenorio is free. Couldn't send it home. Junmar tracks it down. Cabagnot and Ross on the floor together na para dito sa SMB. Reed at the post. Gets it to Espinas. The 17-footer is out. Ando sa rebound play. Merong foul. Fajardo and Peña getting entangled. Both hitting the deck. Si Peña ang kapituan ng personal.
Dorian Peña, one of the heaviest players to try and push out of the shaded area. But of course, si Junmar Fajardo yung kalaban niya. So parang equal-equal.
Cabagnot back to the bench. Pinasok ulit ni Coach Leo. Etong si Lassiter. And Mercado will be trooping back to the bench. Si Kagiwa ang papalit sa kanya. So short minutes para dito kay Sol.
Saul Mercado not really as effective as he'd want to be so far dun sa kanyang unang stint.
Kagiwa gets it across over at the left side. Kagiwa going through that pick from Peña. Tenorio tried to take it away from Fajardo. Kay Ross na yung bola. Fajardo galing kay Ross. Mintis this time around. Sa rebound play, merong foul. Looks like it goes against Japet as he battled Espinas.
Hindi pa rin natin nakikita ang Asian import ng Barangay Ginebra na si Sanchir Tungalag.
Hindi nabibigyan ng minuto, no? Itong si Sanchir. As Espinas goes up strong, goes glass, humihingi pa ng foul.
You know, Gabi Espinas, one of those guys also that gets in your head. He's one of the guys that really works with so much intensity at masakit makalaban.
34-30, SMB. Back-to-back hits to reestablish a 4-point lead. Reed wants to make it 6. Aguilar taps it over, papunta kay Johnson. Orlando on the move. Peña with the pick. Orlando sees the crack in that defense. Mananatili ang possession dito sa Ginebra as we get this report from Apple.
Mag-uwindom, napansin nyo na kanina na saglit lang ipinasok itong si Saul Mercado. Actually, hindi nga dapat siya maglalaro as he is still recovering from amoebiasis. Balik sa inyo.
Oh, yun nga yun.
Yun pala yun. Mukhang matinding case ng amoebiasis yung nakuha ni Saul Mercado.
Hindi lang simpleng food poisoning.
Kasi 9-day break na sila eh, di ba?
Malamang hindi rin ito naka-ensayo.
Oo.
Reed being chased down here. Goes to Lassiter.
Nobody recovering from Barangay Ginebra, forcing Coach Frankie Lim into a timeout because things are not going well for them, not just on the offensive end, but even on the defensive end. You look at Barako Bull, you know, last conference, they won their first 3 games and then struggled after that. But this conference, they're doing much better and looks like they're for real.
San Miguel Birmerman looking for that 5th win to stay within half a game of Barako Bull as Japet Aguilar breaks their silence with that attack. Timeout muna para sa SMB. Beautiful execution on the part of the Beerman. Nakita ni Ross, etong si Lassiter on the backdoor for the alley-oop. Kaya balik sa pitong abante ng SMB. Johnson puts it up and sends it home.
Dorian Peña clearing the way for Orlando Johnson for that wide-open 3-point shot.
Grabe, parang tangke yung dumaan para malibre. Yung ganyan shooters niya.
Walang nakalusot eh, dun sa screen niya.
Ross may tangan ng bola, gets it over to Reed. 3-pointer Pampawi. Niluwa lang ng ring.
pretty low-scoring ball game for Barangay Ginebra and the San Miguel Beermen. Especially for San Miguel, that's a team that really likes to score.
Foul before the attempt. Ross whistled for this one. Arwin Santos back on the floor. Pagpapahingayin muna si Junmar. 39-35. It is SMB by 4. Wala na pong 2 minuto na titira sa ating first half. Tenorio on the attack. Pupunta kay Kagiwa. Johnson Bebuelo mula sa kanan. 3 to shoot. Tenorio unleashes one. Peña keeps it on that side of the floor. Kagiwa down the gut of the defense. Up and in para dito kay Mark.
4 points now for Mark Kagiwa. He just fires up the crowd. That's what we were talking about, making things happen. When things aren't going as planned or as smooth as you want it to be, gumawa ka ng paraan.
AZ Reed delivers dito sa kabila to make it another 4-point lead para sa SMB. Coming up on a minute remaining sa ating first half. Ang daming ihimay nito. Mamaya halftime break. Peña erasing Chris Ross. It's 5-on-4 right now. Johnson couldn't make him pay. SMB doesn't even want to call a timeout. Now they finally do. And Chris Ross is upset, asking for a foul. Makakita tayo ng warning dito, if not a technical.
Well, visibly upset si Chris Ross off that screen. So we'll see kung makikita natin dun sa slow-mo natin ano nangyari dito kay Chris Ross. Yun ang mangyayari. Well, that's Chris Ross trying to play defense on Orlando Johnson. Orlando Johnson bringing Chris Ross to the defense or to the screen of Dorian Peña.
Sinasabi ng San Miguel Beermen dito, gumagalaw daw si Dorian at binigay yung balikat.
Alam mo, testament.
And the forearm, sabi ni Ross.
Alam mo, testament din kasi yan eh. Kapag magaling ka dumipensa, siyempre, ikaw yung dumidepensa dun sa pinakamagaling na offensive man dun sa kabilang koponan, di ba? And if you're the opposing team, like let's say Barangay Ginebra, you want to be able to get your #1 offensive man free from that defense.
Santos may tangan ng bola. Pupunta kay Lassiter na ipagpag si Tenorio. Tumulong si Japet. Sumobra tira. Peña with a rebound. Gets it over to Kagiwa. Kagiwa kicks it back out, papunta kay Peña. Tenorio on the move, pulls up from 14, wala. Dalawang nakaputi, nagagawan sa rebound. Tenorio will reset this attack.
Wisely setting it up, Barangay Ginebra. They need to be able to get something going before they end this second quarter.
Patay na ang ating shot clock. Quarter clock is at 8. Johnson looks up. Bebuelo dito, bibigyan ng big ni Peña. Johnson to Kagiwa for the long one. No! But Mark Kagiwa is fouled by Ross, so Kagiwa has a chance to tie the game with 2.3 remaining in this half.
You never really want to foul the jump shooter, especially if the jump shooter's name is Mark Kagiwa, especially coming from that three-point area. Makita mo may frustration pa rin eh, para kay Chris Ross. Really wanting the referees to give him some justice dun sa pakiramdam niya hindi siya nabigyan ng tawag nung sa screen ni Dorian Peña.
Kagiwa misses on the first though. He's a 75% free throw shooter in this Governor's Cup. So yung kanyang pangalawa. So the Beerman still has a chance to put up a Hail Mary here with 2.3 remaining. Kagiwa goes 2 for 3. Lassiter buying time. Will put up the long one. Long to lang yan. Oh! Referees will have to review it as Chris Ross continues to have a conversation with our officials.
Well, somebody needs to get Chris Ross and make him focus on the basketball game because he's much more effective when he's playing really good defense.
No count on that jumper from Marcio Lassiter. Tanya naman, nasa kamay pa niya nung nag-0.0 na ang ating orasan. So it's 41-40. San Miguel, abante ng isa.